Make of this? This, I'm sorry, I need to say this. This now sounds like an ambush conspiracy. It doesn't just sound like a lapse. It sounds like an ambush conspiracy, and I've detailed it for you.
Good evening.
I think I'd like to really thank you and the whole team at Times Now for this continuing investigation, and there is no doubt in my mind whatsoever that this was a shocking breach of security and protocol, and this is beyond doubt. And thank you for that investigative piece. But what has to be established now, more than ever, is whether it was collusion or plain incompetence. And I dare say that with every passing hour, I'm veering more and more towards collusion. Although it has to be said that that video animation, it has to be an eerie coincidence, and especially the ambush that happens on the flyover, in the animation as well as what happened in real life. But Rahul, three issues here, and let me delve into them one by one. Number one, we have established beyond doubt that the SPG book was ignored by the Punjab police despite dire warnings by the SPG itself. We have established that the SPG had briefed the state administration and police multiple times since Jan 1, on Jan 1, Jan 2, Jan 3, all through the day you said it, about the possibility of a road blockage because of these protests, about an alternate route, even about the banned banners and the chances of it increasing on security arrangements. Number two, you have shown how this information was shockingly really shared by the state Punjab police with the protesters. They are busy frolicking and having tea. Number three, you have shown ASL was conducted by the SPG almost 5 days ago. Now these are facts. Can anyone from opposition, government party, anyone, can they say that these are disputable? No. This is the truth that I've said. This cannot be disputed. So I have to ask this, Rahul. Now 3 days have gone. Why haven't the heads rolled yet from the center as well as the Punjab state? Rahul, I'll be very honest. I dare say the entire nation has had it in here with all this Pari Ninda, Kathor Ninda. One can't help. But as I said, half back to that awful day this very month last year, when the state allowed anarchists to run riot and hold the capital to ransom. Most cases were later on withdrawn. 3 legal representation provided for the rest, even compensation. Enough of these master strokes, 5D tests, hashtag outrage. You have to take action. You have to fix accountability for this massive security lapse. Number two, Rahul, and this is important, a continuous narrative was being built over weeks to make the PM feel guilty of his security cover, starting with all that hullabaloo and outrage over 12-store armor Maybach. Even though, as the government later clarified, it was all under routine protocol. You want the PM to travel in a Sajid and Maruti Alto? Remember what happened to Chandrababu Naidu's India-made armored car back in 2003? It was attacked by Naxals and CPI Maoists. Question is, why was this narrative being peddled by the Congress? And sadly, the person amplifying it is sitting right now on the panel. Finally, Rahul, just 30 seconds. Point number 3. For all those who are calling this a jumla, including some Congress lapdogs today itself, and that Modi is spared, let me remind them that this is the same Modi who continued to deliver his speech even when bombs were exploding all around him in Patna in that rally in 2013-2014. This is the same Modi who, at the height of Kashmir insurgency and intifada, went all the way to Lal Chowk without a bulletproof jacket and unfurled the tricolor. So think before you make a fool of yourself.
Sai Deepak, we've heard Dr. Anand Ranganathan. He's not a politician. He's an objective observer as much as Abhishek Sudhir is tonight. I want to bring in Sai Deepak here.
I want to make one important point, if I could.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks very much. I think we are as a nation, I'm afraid, in grave danger, and you showed that clip by that Khalistani, grave danger of going down the road that we escaped so dearly from and barely from in 1980s, down this downward spiral. And I'll tell you why. Yesterday, the Sikh religious body SGPC, which is revered by all the Sikhs and all the Hindus and every Indian, they celebrated and they commemorated the death anniversary of the killer of Indira Gandhi. They called him a martyr, SGPC Amritsar. Not a single party has condemned it. And this is akin, is it? I want to ask you. So, when you have such a disgusting act, not even getting... What is to say about the politicians who turn a blind eye? And I'm sorry, Mr. Chaudhary is here. He's from the Congress. He must know
the sacrifices Congress leaders made to rectify the Punjab situation. Where is his outrage? When SGPC bonds Satwant Singh Mahajan.
How can there be outrage when they have co-opted individuals who are sympathizers of the Khalistani movement into their party? There is a gentleman called Mr. Moosewala, who is an out-and-out sympathizer of a separatist movement. He was inducted with great fanfare, standing next to Rahul Gandhi into the Congress. His contribution to the great polity of Punjab is his stirring rap. Is his
lighter note, since the new year, Rahul, as you know, I have been complimenting Abhishek for for being very rational and logical and being kind and polite. And it looked to me that some judge had possibly had a word with him, that his clients were at risk if he were to behave in a clownish manner that he was doing last year. So he's improved. But today, of all things, he accuses Jay Sai of being casteist. Abhishek, that is unacceptable. On what basis are you accusing that Jay Sai is casteist? Tomorrow you will, say the same thing against any leader that you see. I mean, how he hasn't even talked about Mr. Channi.
Of course
he hasn't even talked about Mr. Channi.
Of course he has.
No, he hasn't. No,
of course he has.
He hasn't. He has said the Punjab government. No, now please, Abhishek, please don't.
Who is the head of the government in Punjab? Who is the head of the government in Punjab?
Now, 1 second. So was he being casted?
Yes, he was.
Was he being casted?
He
My God.
flaunts his caste.
Oh my God, my God. Listen. Now hang on. This is a red herring. Listen, let me tell you. Let me tell you, Dr. Ranganathan, don't chase this red herring. Don't chase this red herring. Let's keep on the point.
So you hate.
Let Mr. Abhishek call whoever he wants to call, whatever he wants to call. But don't chase the red herring. There are 5 points. Viewers, internalize them. Let me tell you what they are. Number 1, the Supreme Court today jolted the Punjab government. Said, you cannot have a autarky, a probe that is completely self-reliant. You have to bring on board the central officials. That has put a spanner in the works. It's the cat proverbial among the pigeons. The SPG was not informed by the Punjab police, that is rule-bound to do so if there is a threat to the Prime Minister's personage. An intel note had flagged that. It's here in my hand, viewers. That's the intel note. The organization that has said on Times Now that we did it, we were told by the SSP, we did it, has not even been named in the FIR. The Prime Minister is not named in the FIR. Against who are they going to probe? At whose instance are they going to probe? This is the basics. And lastly, if not least, the section that has been imposed, the maximum punishment is 200 rupees. That's what they've reduced the price of a constitutional office holder. Viewers, 200 rupees. I don't know why Pannun is offering $100,000. He should just go by the Punjab government. The value of a Prime Minister's life, according to the Punjab police, is 200 rupees, viewers. 200 rupees. And this is a party that has lost not 1, but 2 Prime Ministers. Think about that. Think about that, viewers. And a Chief Minister too in Punjab. Let's not forget this. And a whole leadership, a whole generation in Chhattisgarh. 200 rupees is the value of a life of an individual who occupies the Prime Minister's post. Think about that.